Imagine a time when the airplane was a fragile, unreliable novelty, barely a decade old and mostly used for daring exhibitions. Then, almost overnight, these flimsy flying machines transformed into crucial instruments of war, reconnaissance, and combat. What could possibly drive such an incredible leap in just a few short years? World War I drastically accelerated aviation technology, pushing aircraft design and performance into an entirely new era due to the urgent and unforgiving demands of military necessity. From 1914 to 1918, airplanes went from wooden and canvas curiosities to sophisticated weapons platforms, achieving for years what might have taken decades in peacetime. The primary reason for this rapid advancement was the relentless pressure for tactical advantage. Commanders quickly realized the immense value of aerial observation for scouting enemy positions, directing artillery fire, and reporting troop movements. This need for better reconnaissance drove demands for more stable, higher-flying, and longer-endurance aircraft. Soon after, the need to protect these observation planes and to deny the enemy their own air superiority led to the development of dedicated fighter aircraft. This created an arms race in the skies, where every improvement in speed, altitude, maneuverability, and firepower offered a critical edge, spurring constant innovation from engineers and manufacturers. This era of intense competition and military funding laid the foundational blueprints for all future aircraft. The lessons learned about aerodynamics, engine power, structural integrity, and operational strategies directly informed the development of post-war civilian aviation. Engineers and pilots who survived the conflict brought invaluable experience and knowledge into commercial flight, passenger transport, and future military aircraft designs, making air travel as we know it possible. One fascinating innovation born from this period was the interrupter gear, which allowed machine guns to fire through a spinning propeller without hitting the blades, giving fighter pilots a massive advantage. Early experiments with all-metal aircraft construction and the monocoque fuselage, where the outer skin supports much of the load, also began during the war, offering glimpses of future aviation standards. Furthermore, the war saw the introduction of specialized aircraft roles, such as dedicated bombers, and the early concepts of air traffic control to manage increasingly crowded skies, all designed to optimize performance in a combat environment. Ultimately, the crucible of World War I acted as an unparalleled accelerator, forging the future of flight. It transformed airplanes from experimental toys into indispensable machines that would reshape warfare, travel, and global connectivity forever. The relentless pursuit of a military advantage forced engineers to innovate at an unprecedented pace, establishing the core principles and technologies that underpin modern aviation and continue to influence our world today.